Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the plot tour for March 2022. And it's a gorgeous day today. I'm just in a t-shirt. It's so lovely and warm. It's quite unusual. Still cold at night, so going down sort of 2 degrees centigrade. And as usual, kicking off with the rhubarb bed. And rhubarb is not failing to disappoint. It's quite vast. We've had a harvest off it already. Wallflowers a little bit disappointing this year, but there's still nice spray of colour. I've popped in one of the tip layers of the Tayberry in this side and on the other corner. We're going to remove the main one in the centre there, because as you can see, what happens is the base gets overshadowed by the rhubarb and doesn't get enough of the rainfall. So we haven't had as good a crop off the Tayberry as we should have done. So we've still got a couple, 3 leeks left, which we will be harvesting, as this kind of nice weather we've been having probably going to cause them to bolt soon, so better harvest them sooner rather than later. And we've got a few random garlics in there. Okay, this is one of our beds that's getting ready for the year ahead. Can't remember if it's beans or courgettes is going in there, one of the two. So we've got some foliage coming on the gooseberries and the blackcurrants. This one's lagging behind a little bit, but it's got some stuff happening. So I've got high hopes for those this year. And the carrot bath has been emptied out and remanured, and everything has been put back into place. We've got some spare potting compost along the top there. Carrots will be going to go in at some point. And we got the random tulips that I forgot to take out of that bath. So we've done 5 of the 10 potato pots in terms of they're prepped and ready. The potatoes are going to go in next week. And one of the blueberries is getting ready to rock and roll. I think I've lost the label on that. I won't have lost it. The storms will have lost it for me. I think that's Patriot. So a bed covered in residues, waiting for the growing season ahead. It's got random things like beans in it. Likewise with this one. Got a fuchsia over there in a pot that's struggling away. And we've got allium onions in there. Another one of our beds waiting. This one could do with a mulch on it actually, so I'll have to see next time I cut the grass. That's where it's going to go. We've got some daikon radishes there that the pigeons have been pecking away mercilessly. And sort of various brassicas in there. Another cover crop in that one there. Oh, it's just since yesterday a lot of the peach blossom has been blown off, but we have plenty. The next task will be to work out what we're keeping and hack that back quite thoroughly. And here we are with the primulas, and the snowdrops have died down. We've just popped in a bit of pulmonaria back there that does rather well in the back garden. Hopefully it'll enjoy it here. And the cherry tree, that's coming into bud. Oh, actually I think I can see, oh yes, one of the lilies. We got a rogue tulip at the back there that I forgot to take out a few years back, and the newer ones are gradually popping up. And the tulips are still going. They're a little bit worse for wear now, but they're still putting on a bit of a show. And the Flower beds looking good. We popped in this is the bowl of beauty. It's a peony. Has been struggling in a shady garden for years, but we're hoping it's going to do better here. And I festooned the red love apple tree. I'll probably do a separate video on the whys and wherefores of festooning, but it seemed like a pretty good idea given that this particular tree has got 3 leaders, and I was concerned that it would rip itself apart, but festooning allows the branches to support one another, because you're hoping that as you attach them together that they will graft together. So lots of new growth from Waldo, and still waiting for that nice weather to come so that the bug hotel starts emptying itself. We've got lavender in various states of new growth. So the Chilean guava, flanked by a couple of new blueberries there. Pond's looking a little bit on the dry side. We haven't had much rain for a little while now. There's lots of new things going, looking nice. So these hyacinths will be on the thumbnail. Very nice smelly variety there. We're hoping to get in different colours. There's a nice blue and a peach that we could get. Yes, everything's looking okay. Plot has not given us as much blossom this time round as it did last year, but given that it only gave us 2 fruit last year, it may well end up giving us a bit more this year just from less blossom. So the raspberries are all showing signs of coming up, and also coming up in the wrong place. They're a little bit too close to the grass there. May have to rogue some of them out. I'll put in some cross pieces there just to add in the supports when the raspberry canes get going. And these plum super columns, they are all showing signs of life. In fact, even signs of blossom. This gnarly one in particular, Black Prince variety, that's got a lot going on there. They're a bit more whippy than they should be, but I was concerned about them last year, so I didn't prune them anything like I should have done. So all the beds are ready and prepared here. Likewise with this one, that doesn't have anything underneath it, it's just warming up. So we got peas down the middle there, and underneath the cloches various things like radishes and turnips and beetroot. And here we have the garlic. Some of those are doing really well. And onto the orchard bed. Yeah, we've got quite a few tulips coming up. And signs of new growth on the fruit trees. Lots of blossom there on the Victoria plum. And these are the garlic from last year, and actually the garlic from this year, it doesn't look that far behind now. So the gauge here has no sign of blossom as yet, a little bit further behind. This damson a bit disappointing. That's what it's its 4th year maybe, I think it is, and it's no sign of blossom on it at all, just leaf growth. So one more year and we may be looking at replacing that if it doesn't give us some blossom next year. And our later variety of rhubarb there. And this is the transplanted Tayberry. I need to mulch that. Yeah, so rhubarb's having another stonkingly good year. And there we are. Hope everybody's keeping well. I will catch you in the next month's video. Bye for now.